Going on, Lego Maniacs? It's Ty the Lego guy here, and today we're doing an awesome set from Star Wars. It's actually from the Old Republic, so 2,000 years before the Battle of Yavin, which is pretty cool. And we'll be taking a look at the Sith Fury class Interceptor. It's set 9500, had 748 pieces, 3 minifigs, came out in 2012 and retailed for $90 US. Now nowadays this set's going for 160 new or 101 used. Beautiful looking model. It's kind of like a TIE Interceptor and Darth Vader's TIE Advance mixed, but then they made it a bit bigger because it can actually drop troops, which is fantastic. It has the Sith liked TIE fighter looking vehicles, and they even liked them 2,000 years before the Battle of Yavin. So anyways, great looking model. I was actually very impressed with how much I liked this because I didn't really expect too much from it, and it definitely exceeded expectations. But yeah, enough talk. Let's get right into it. And to begin the review, let's start by giving you guys a 360 view of this ship as normal. So very, very nice looking. Just a great looking ship. Okay, so to start, let's just give you guys a front-on view. So what I really like about this model is there is some stickers, but there's only 4, and it's kind of done with greebling on the sides. Has a very, Sith, dark side, Old Republic type look to it. I do appreciate those stickers as much as I don't like stickers. Then in the front you have this really cool looking cockpit. It kind of looks like a mix between a TIE fighter and the Millennium Falcon. So I thought that was pretty awesome. How you open it is you just open it like so, and there it reveals the Dark Lord himself, Malgus. It actually even has a little walkway for him as well, which is pretty cool. You can open this out, so it does have a little control panel as well, and he can kind of walk. Let's actually just show you guys walk off. So to get in there, you just literally can pull him out. It's just a little chair, literally. So that's pretty nice. What's cool too is there's a little space, so his cape is allowed to go back there. It's not a big deal, but I always hate it when you have to crumple the cape and then you're worried about having it get wrecked. With this, literally, it can just do it so easily. And anyways, I just appreciate that. It's just a little detail, but it's something that I kind of notice. I don't know if you guys do. Then there's some nice greebling on the top. Not too much to say about it. Just looks really good. And then there's flick fires on the sides. We all know how those work. In 2012, flickfire missiles were the bee's knees, or at least Lego thought, and they were literally on everything. Back here, some other nice detailing. Love the detailing. There's some more greebling, beautiful looking engines. Now, what I thought was funny about this is it kind of looks like a droid head, which, you could almost put that on a mock and have this as the droid's head. I just thought that was kind of cool. And then if you open this up, it reveals the Sith Troopers, and this is one of my favorite features in the entire set. Is literally, it's not only Malgus that flies the ship, he's also carrying a couple Sith Troopers to accompany him. I thought that was great. And literally, this actually comes out kind of like a drop ship, and then the ship itself can just fly off. I actually keep the lightsaber in there. You're not really supposed to, but it's a good, if you want to keep it all together. So it can fly off, and there's this little drop pad. So I thought that was awesome. There's 2 little areas to keep the blasters. They just fit in there nice and snug, but they do fit. Now what we'll actually do is I'll just show you guys the ship in flight mode. So this is what it looks like landed in flight mode. Let's actually adjust the camera so you guys can get a better angle on that. So those wings both come up, and they just come down like so. You just pull them. There's no feature that kind of does it. You just have to do it yourself. But I think it just looks awesome. Great looking TIE fighter. It's not a TIE fighter, but you keep thinking it is. It's kind of like Old Republic. Looks like an old school TIE fighter, which I just think is awesome. It's kind of like a Sith Infiltrator, TIE Interceptor, Darth Vader TIE Advance, all mixed into one, and I absolutely love it. Look how beautiful this thing looks. Anyways, really recommend the model. The set's just so great. The minifigs are great. The ship itself's great. It's just a great all looking model. But now what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the box, just to show you guys kind of what that's all about. And here's the box. So beautiful looking artwork. I love the old Coruscant kind of like landscape. You can see that this is the Jedi Temple in the background right here. Just awesome looking. You can see the minifigs. They were all new for the time, you know, on the side. I love, and then Darth Maul, beautiful looking. Like, that's one of my favorite, basically, characters they have in the top right corner of the box. I just think it looks phenomenal. Then you just, you know, it's very clean. It's the white and blue look as well. Kind of reminiscent of the 501st one as well. This is actually pretty cool too. It shows Malgus in the cockpit. And I really want to actually get this this fighter. It kind of looks like an X-Wing. It's the 9497. And what's also awesome about the set is this was not exclusive ship like the TIE Advanced to Vader. There's multiple of them. So Malgus just basically flew an average TIE fighter for the day. Here they show all the features, you know, how it opens its wings, flick fire missiles, them landing, and then it also gives you, you know, top look of the ship, back of the ship, and side view of the ship. So just very nice looking artwork. Not too much to say about it, but I think that Lego just knocked it out of the park. And if I have the box, I always make sure that I review it. Yeah, anyways, great looking box. Let's now take a look at the minifigs. And here we have the 3 minifigs that are included in this set. So great looking. They all have that Darth Vader type look to them, which I actually love. Yeah, just give you a 360 view. Let's also show you guys the faces of the Sith Troopers. So surprisingly, it's not angry clone faces. They actually are somewhat unique, so I absolutely love that. Great looking minifigs. Let's now actually just give you a look of Malgus himself. So if anyone looks like Vader, this is the fig that looks like Vader. I mean, this is crazy. I love his smaller cape. It's actually not a normal size cape. He has a lot of unique pieces. Also, his torso is unique. And then, you know, he has this breath tank. It does look like, not breath tank, but you get what I'm saying. It's like Vader. It allows him to breathe. I'm not sure the history on Malgus, but it must be somewhat similar to Vader. What I'll actually show you guys too is just his head and his torso on its own. And here he is without the, you know, his torso. I don't know quite what you want to call this. It's almost like armor, but a lot of detail put in this armor. I do love that. And then, as you guys notice, he also has leg printing, which is fantastic. Cool looking face. It actually looks very much like Anakin. Then we'll show you the back torso printing as well. Some people are not really huge into that, but I do appreciate it. The more detail, the better. Anyways, great looking minifig. Let's now get into the end of the review and get my final thoughts. Well, guys, that was my review. Do hope you enjoyed it. Honestly, great looking model. The detail on this set is generally what we see in a UCS model, and they brought this into a playscale set, which is fantastic. The minifigs were great. Love the Sith Troopers. Only time we could get Malgus, like we were talking about, and they knocked him out of the park as well. All these guys are very reminiscent of Darth Vader, which I find interesting, but that's not a bad thing. I mean, I love Darth Vader. Anyways, great set. There's a decent amount of play features on it. I mean, you got the flick fire missiles. The troops can, you know, get detached. That's another thing I really liked about this TIE fighter. Is just, you know, it's kind of like a troop transport, but mixed with a TIE fighter, which is fantastic. And it's just a great looking model to have on your shelf. I mean, with these wings extended too, it just looks fantastic. But let me know what you guys think about this set, if you like it, if you don't, any areas you think they could improve on it, if you own it. Always interested to get your guys' thoughts. And I'm hoping that we get more Old Republic sets because you guys have been wanting the Ebon Hawk, different ships like that, you know, more Revan related stuff, and I'm all for it. I mean, if they make it like this, definitely do it. But yeah, that's all I got for you today. But if you like this video, leave it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, definitely consider subscribing and click that bell so you're notified for any future Lego Star Wars reviews, comparisons we do on this channel. We basically do them every Tuesday. But yeah, again, that's all I got for you today. But thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.